Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So, I think we now have 12 or 13 gifters for OSR Christmas, which should be kicking off this weekend. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to put together a post listing everyone and that's involved in gifting and the gifts that are up for grabs, so to speak. So I couldn't give it to you verbally here on the podcast. It's a bit much. I mean, Frog Eye Games is offering a PDF of every Swords and Wizardry product they have on their catalog, and I think that number is like over 200 if you count every little piece of every Kickstarter. So yeah, no, I'm not going to be uh, listing all that stuff here. I'll list who is and the main things, but that's going to take me a day or two to get that list together. I mean, literally 15 minutes before doing this podcast, somebody else stepped up to the plate to offer something else for the Christmas giveaways, and that's just it's fucking awesome. It really is. So, what am I going to talk about today? I have an issue. I've had this issue for a while, and it's this whole save or die, which, by the way, makes for a very good podcast name. It sounds really cool, right? Save or die. Here's the thing. When you're playing an RPG, I don't want to Care Bear it. I don't want to, oh God, Care Bear it. Think about that whole phrase. I'm not looking to Care Bear it when I'm running a campaign, and I don't want to be Care Beared when I'm playing, but I want to be given a fair chance. And if my, I don't know, 7th level fighter has a 60% chance of failing a saving throw and dying, no matter how many hit points he has, no matter how well he's done in the past, it feels very anticlimactic to me. It really, there's something lacking. Now, I don't, generally speaking, like using poisons that are a set uh, save or die. I'd rather use damage. Now, if a poison does 46 damage to a first level character, save for half, it's quite likely that if he fails his or her save, or they fail his or her saving throw, they're going to die. And it's even quite likely that even if they make their saving throw, they could die. So, what's the difference? Because you got two chances with damage. You have the actual damage roll, and then you actually have the save. And then just, so again, I don't like that full thing. Now, ballpark for me is mild semi-lethal poison is 2d6 multiplied by the level of the adventure or the level of the challenge that I'm thinking of. So if I'm trying to challenge a party of third level characters, yeah, 66 damage from a poison trap. Now I have to remember too, you're assuming that your character is going to make the save is at full hit points. Now if they've been beaten down a bit, and that, I don't know, third level character who had 20 hit points is now down to 10, 66 could quite likely kill them, even if there's a save made. Think about that. But you're still giving them a chance. You're giving them a chance that isn't just relying upon a single dice roll. Additionally, I'd rather use poisons that have other effects. Not every poison should kill. Sleep is fine. Now, of course, sleep can lead to death, but usually, if you sleep the party or you're taking somebody out of commission for the fight, and if the party loses, well, those that were slept are probably going to be captured. You got a party, you got a hook now, as opposed to just a TPK. What about same thing goes for paralyzation? If you think about it, hold person spell or hold monster spell pretty much is the same thing as a paralyzed type of poison. It's just a magical effect as opposed to a poison effect. Again, this is how I see it and how I prefer to run it. Conventions can, be run differently. When you're doing a game in a convention and there's no long-term investment in the characters, Save or Die can actually be fun. But when you're investing in your characters, you want a fighting chance. And again, this isn't trying to make it like 5e where it's hard to kill somebody. Usually what I do in old school gaming is death is at 0 adjusted by your level. Make sure Constitution bonus will give you that. So a third level character dies at -3 hit points. I think it gives a little extra buffer. They bleed out at 1 hit point per level. Not per level. Sorry, 1 hit point per round is what they bleed at. So I'd like to roll my dice out in the open so players can't claim I'm cheating against them or cheating for them, which in a lot of ways is just as bad. And I don't have a problem killing player characters. Don't think I do. But I have a problem killing them without a real challenge. Save or Die is not a challenge. Save or Die is like a character fuck. And not a good fuck, okay? It's not like somebody's not like, hey, no, it's like, oh Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get fucked, aren't I? Yeah. When we use the F word, it has a couple of different meanings. This isn't the happy joy, yeah we meaning. No, it's you got fucked. I don't like that. So I'm not. I'd rather do save for half and give all my poison spells. Well, poison spells. All my poisons either a damage roll or an effect. Sleep, paralyze, have fun with temporary insanity. Wouldn't that make it like a hallucinogenic? Wouldn't that be a nice poison? Why not, right? To think about it, they do that in spy movies, like, shoot him up and we're putting in pentothal and he'll trip and give us the truth. Well, imagine if one of the player characters gets tripped up with something like that. A lot more fun than just killing them outright. There's other ways to do it. You can always kill a PC. Should never be the difficult part. It's making sure those PC deaths have meaning and that they have a fighting chance. So, all right, that's what I have to say on that. This weekend, I believe Hobbs and Friends, the podcast, is holding like an impromptu, low-key online convention. Look up Hobbs and Friends, their Discord channel, and check out Jason and see what he's got going. You might find yourself doing some OSR gaming, old school gaming over the weekend. Might be fun. And remember, Sunday, 12 o'clock, Complete Strat. That is December 2nd. Complete Strategist, Manhattan. We're going to be hanging out with Joe the lawyer, myself, my wife Rachel, and after that, we're going to go to the bar named Stout. Like I said, if you come down, first round's on me. After that, got yourself to pay for. All right, folks. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for stopping on by. God bless. Be safe. Roll your dice well. And stay healthy. Really. Okay? It's that season. All right. I'll stop in tomorrow. Later, folks.